thought about innovation, and innovation on a different light. I am Giulio Masotti from WoodSkin, Italy. So I took my company as a case study for digital fabrication possibilities in the future, both in terms of production, but especially in terms of outcomes and aesthetic. We discussed how software, materials, and machines should work together to create the next generation of production possibilities. And so by explaining what we do, which is basically a patented technology that is able to transform flat materials into three-dimensional materials, we showed how the possibilities of softwares together with machines and composite materials are to bring more dialogue and time and space into products. So it means that basically when you're working on a flat sheet of material, you will be able to add information, so to program actually the material, to code it like you do with the software, and create objects that are not just the product of a performed action, but more like into a concept, something we produce objects that are flat and then you ship them, and then you, when it arrives at your place, you can open it up and then fold it in shape like an origami. So we're bringing to the industry the origami technologies and the origami engineering practice for the first time, because it's never been done before, since there were no materials able to act like paper. So this is mostly what we have talked about: innovation, WoodSkin, which is my company, and the way that the machines that we use today will be able to do so much more thanks to software implementations, materials, composite materials and metamaterials, and virtual reality. It's a fun story. I also own another studio which is called the Mamma Fotogramma Studio. So we were working on a project abroad in Canada, and we were facing a problem as architects, as manufacturer. We were facing a problem to create a counter. We wanted to create a very organic shaped surface, which nowadays, unless you use our technologies, is very complicated to produce, because you will have to work as Egyptian would have done. So you have to work in a very anachronistic way by creating many pieces and put them together with numbers on a structure. So the structure is made by someone else, you are making the pieces. It's very complicated, and often those things do not work when you put them together. So today there is a big gap in between what you can design with the visualization softwares and what you can produce and how you can produce starting from those softwares. So we try to fill that gap, creating a system of layering, made of layering wood layers or plastic layers with textiles. And by doing so, by doing this simple action, we can create hinges, then can become a complex shapes. So actually the product and the technology comes from a real need that we faced on site, and we decided, instead of creating a temporary solution, we created a permanent solution and a company out of it. Right now we are working on our most challenging project. The 2017 for WoodSkin is going to be a very important year. We are both accessing a new market, which is the facade market. It's very important, materials are different, there's a lot to study and a lot to develop. But we are also, and I'm proud to say that we are also facing and releasing new products in the field of acoustic products. So surfaces that are not just three-dimensional because they're beautiful, but they're three-dimensional because they are extremely effective in terms of performances. And we are right now working on a very big suspended ceiling for a theater, and you will soon see what it is. We are going to be at Ligna, not as exhibitors, but as partners, as case study with one very big company which is called BS. BS is our main technical partner, and they support us in the development of the technology, and we're going to be at a stand with them. I've been once, and it was amazing, because you can see everything at once. It doesn't really matter what's your interest. Either is a small hand tool or a very big machine. You can see where the industry is going in all the different categories and fields, and therefore put together your thoughts. I think that also someone who doesn't know anything about woodworking should come, but also because it's really like going to the cinema. There's a lot of moving stuff, There's a lot of people talking different languages, and it's just very interesting to trigger and spark new ideas. That's why I like to come to Ligna, because while I look for something which might not be something I will buy, I will also think of something that I would like to develop in a different way. So I think it's a very good think tank, not just a fair. I think Ligna, it's a very big, noisy mess. And by mess, I mean Messe in German, which is the fair.